The quarantine hasn't really affected me that much from a personal or business perspective, but I have seen how it affected a lot of other people. For instance, I'm accustomed to being alone, and I work from home. I've always pretty much worked from home for quite some time, but I also I'm a loner and I live alone. So for me, it's not, I like being alone. I'm a little bit of a big hermit. I don't really come out much. You really rarely see me, and anyone that sees this interview can vouch for that. But so that's fine with me. I love sitting here in my house just doing what we're doing right now. But on the other hand, it's heart breaking to see people. My daughter's a very much of an outside person. So it's really taken a toll on her, the whole fact that she can't go out, so I have to be supportive in that aspect. So that's in a personal relationship. And then I also have some colleagues that I know that's like crying and just venting to me about how being in a house is really taking effect on them. So I try to, see them, try to interact with them more. A lot of people, there's other things that's happening too on a personal level and professionally. So what happens is if you're not accustomed to this type of lifestyle, it takes a toll on you, but it takes a toll on your mental health. And a lot of people, they don't recognize that that's what's happening because they don't see depression coming. And then when it hits hard and they don't have anybody to go to. So they need to seek some kind of assistance. Unfortunately, a lot of the mental health therapists, they are working like telehealth type of work, but it's also hard to get appointments with them. I tried for several times from a professional level as well as personal level to try to get help from that aspect. And there's so many psychiatrists and psychologists that are just simply not taking. That's how taking new patients. That's how overwhelmed they are at this point in stage. I think that a lot of things. Okay, so so the mental health is one aspect of it. But so what happens is everyone's thrown into isolation, right? So there's a couple of things that's happening here. One, you have to get to know yourself. So now you have to face all the things. You have to face you. You have no obstacles in your way right now. Do you like who you are? Do you like who you're becoming? Do you like where you're going? So sometimes people, this opportunity, this virus have given a lot of people opportunity to see who they really are. And some people woke up and realized they didn't like who they were or where they were going or where they could be going. So that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is that while you're doing this self-revelation, because if you look at it from that perspective, it would help with the depression, because now you're looking at yourself and you're saying, well, what can I do to do better or make me feel better about myself? So what you do is, I think everyone across the board, you should be looking at opportunities that you're comfortable, that you like doing, but definitely things where you don't have to go actually into an office, but you can have a choice. Because what's going to happen is the virus is not going away. I'm not an expert in virus, but what I'm saying is it's not going to go away. So you have to learn to make peace with this is a new way of life. But at the same time, if you work for a company, the dynamics of work have changed. So you being guaranteed a job right now, it's kind of, that's a hot topic right now. There's a lot of people, millions and millions of people that's on unemployment, and they stop that last little extra check thing going on. So you don't want to be in that position. So getting help, it's kind of like a grieving. It's the stages of grieving. Once you go through the process of your grieving, you have to find somewhere in your soul and in your spirit to come up out of this and be able to have a cushion for you and your family, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. If you don't do that, you're going to just stay right there stuck.